Thank you, Tara, for having you. Thank you. And we're really honored for what you've done, what you've built. Um, what motivated you into founding the Building Beyond You Compass?
So thank you very much, Nairametrics, for partner with us. I know that your brand is a very strong voice in the business space. So it's such an honor that you're partnering with us on this. A few things. Number one, as a young child, I always been fascinated by brands, their brand colors, their products, how they were started since I was very young. But I think one of the things that bothers me is that many of those brands I was interested in back in the day are no longer around. And I was very bothered by it. And oftentimes, where the thing that bothers you is also a signal to the things that you should pay close attention to. But as I started building my business, I also realized I was determined to also build a business that would outlive me. So I tied the two of them together. Number one, I wanted to build a business that would outlive me. But two, I was also passionate about and sad about goals that were not growing to the next generation. And then there was a lot of admiration that I had of businesses that had outlived their founders, and they were 100 years. I was fascinated by them. So it showed me and was a significant sign to me that there was something here. And then I announced my succession. One of these elements of building to last is to have a succession plan. So I had a succession plan, but I also had a succession as part of our culture within the business, across roles and function. But you know what has now become interesting? When I did the announcement, after 1 year of having a new CEO, I noticed the interests and the excitement that people had. So it now pointed to me that there was something right here. Thinking about what I had as a child, what happened when I was running House of Sarah, and then the response was clear to me that there was something. And so I thought I could create a confluence, right? The platform that will give opportunities for founders, builders, entrepreneurs to come together, but also bring their high-performing staff to hear the conversation around structure system. And I'm so happy with the turnout. We had over 1,300 people registered. So now people are still registering for the online virtual session. So it means that it was a need that it's not happening.
I agree with you completely, because the turnout at this event shows that a gap is being filled. And a whole lot of people here are young people, founders, employees who are thinking of founding something as they move along through life. So what advice would you give young people, especially in this digital age, who are already founders, but who are a bit confused about what they really want to do? I heard somebody in there saying she was a lawyer, investment law. She's also a fashion designer. When people get to such crossroads, what should they do? In thriving businesses, what should they do to either identify one and run with it, or should they run with both?
I think that for that particular question, I feel like she had gotten to a point where she needed to hand over to someone. Whether it's the law business, for example, where she's not actively involved in the day-to-day operations of that business, I would suggest that the thinking behind it should be more of, how do I ensure that this business that I built, I built it to this level, and I now have someone who's running it from an operations standpoint, so that you can still do the things you love without jockeying one or the other, but empowering people to do it, learning delegation, learning to sell your vision in a way that other people are captured, it's buy to have run with it. And you heard stories today, so we now know it's possible that you can be a founder if I find someone like a Tara or find someone like a Pisaya who are so passionate and devoted to the brand that they're legend at there.
Thank you very much.